simple candy dish, right? Isn't it beautiful? I can remember all the candies that I got from this dish. From the time that I was a little girl, on the weekends and the holidays, we were in West Virginia, Huntington, West Virginia to be exact. And I can remember walking into my grandmother's house. We called my grandmother Mama. And Mama, or Eileen, as she was called to everybody else, I remember her opening up this candy dish and offering me a piece every single time I ran into the door. She'd say, "Make sure Sarah gets a piece of candy." I was so excited about this dish. But that's not the story I'm going to tell you. Although I could tell you a lot of them. I want to tell you how God works in the details. That He cares about every part of your day. And this candy dish was a beautiful gift from God on a day that I needed it the most. You see, for 13 years, I have told my husband that exact story of when I was a kid in West Virginia running into my grandmother's house, and everything she had was beautiful and it was grand, it was elegant, and you didn't touch any of it. I can remember sitting with my hands in my lap and watching a lot of Marshall football with my grandpa, my papa. But this candy dish, it was my grandmother's playful side. And her getting out each piece of candy and making sure I got one, I felt so loved. And I told my husband this for so many years, but I could never find this dish. And I always hoped it would be in our home because it meant so much to me. And that brings us to last week. I had one of the most hard days that I've had in a while. And I know we're in a season of hard days, but this one was really hard. You know, the ones that you get and you feel like you're actually not going to get back up. Like, can we just get over this day? Lots of prayers went up that day. I was discouraged that day. And in the morning, I received some beautiful flowers. And that could have been enough from a beautiful friend who encouraged me, and God used her to blossom my heart back into hope again. But God doesn't stop. Like Ephesians 3:20 says, He is above and beyond all that we can think or imagine. And that is true with every part of Him. Everything He does is above and beyond. And that includes encouraging and resourcing our hearts with hope. Because in the afternoon, I received a message from my aunt, and my eyes couldn't believe what they were seeing. The candy dish. The candy dish that I looked for, hoped for, remembered so fondly. There it was. And there she was, asking if I would like it. I felt so loved by God, and that He would use my aunt and my cousin to give me such a precious gift. It was such a sweet detail that made my heart full and hopeful and joyful, and it changed my entire day. It changed the entire week. And the week was pretty tough. So I need that fuel of hope to tap into. And I got to look forward to having this dish. And I'm so glad that it's here now and I get to share it and fill it with candies for my kids. What candies do you think we should fill it with? Do you have any memories like that? Do you have your own candy dish story? Maybe it's not from a loved one. Maybe your special story comes from even just going to Hobby Lobby or Kmart or Walmart or your local boutique and finding that special piece that speaks to your heart. Maybe it's a flower painting and you decorate your whole room with it. It matters because it's something that you value. It's something that makes you light up. And if it makes you light up, like beam with joy, it matters to God because He is joy. And He's giving you all that you need. It's a pretty special candy dish. I can't wait to hear your stories.